Do you want to inspire? Take your audience for a walk in your shoes. Emotions are everything if you're trying to inspire someone. And the best way to hit the old emotion centres is by using personal stories. But what type of story? Well, some of the most impactful talks I've heard have focused on overcoming adversity. But this is one topic that lots of speakers seem to shy away from. Maybe it has something to do with some sense of shame or a sense of failure, or just not wanting to air the dirty laundry. I get it, I really do. But here's the thing, everyone has a past, and that past will have some amount of adversity. To connect, to establish rapport and ultimately inspire, you need to establish a common bond with the audience. That's why tales of adversity and overcoming adversity can pay off. And everyone's story, even if it has a common theme, will be different. But if you're trying to get across a new idea or challenging the audience to think differently, then they will only grasp a new or alien concept through the story of one individual, and that individual would be you. Essentially, your story will help them walk a mile in your own shoes, and that mile-long journey is the distance you need to take your audience to get them on your wavelength. Storytelling and public speaking isn't just to entertain. Stories can be used to get audiences to see things from a different perspective, and that's the start of the process to change how they feel. Things don't always go to plan in life or business, but you can reframe the experience of your adversity to your own story and to tell that story now with real purpose. Inspirational speakers spend a lot of time reflecting on their own lives. And when I say inspirational speakers, I'm not talking about superhumans. They're not all Olympians or astronauts. They're people like you. The best recent example I can think of is a conversation I had last week with my friend David. He'd just come back from his NLP course and he was absolutely buzzing. And not just about his own learning, he was buzzing about someone he'd met, who he said was simply the most inspiring speaker he'd ever heard. Was she an industry leader? An entrepreneur? No. She was a young woman who worked for a local charity. She wasn't all razzmatazz and show. She wasn't a millionaire. She was Vicky. And boy, did Vicky have a story. She spoke simply, almost matter-of-factly. There was no artifice, no staging, no show. And David said you could hear a pin drop as she spoke. He cried when he told me. Not tears of sorrow, but tears of joy and admiration. In fact, they were more like tears of inspiration. In the space of 25 minutes while Vicky spoke, he felt his perspective start to change on the issues of addiction, loss, abuse, and the power of individual choice. Vicky is the most inspiring speaker he's ever heard, and Vicky didn't even know that she had that power. He thinks that she may do now. In fact, it sounds to me that she is a true model of taking choices and being a leader. Today, Vicky works with clients struggling with addiction and homelessness. She's turned her story of adversity into something with real meaning and power. And she's making a difference. So what about you? Lots of people have that power, you included. Your own personal journey and your own values can do the talking for you. And it's about honing your public speaking craft to make you stand out from the crowd. Looking back can be painful. It can also be so rewarding. It can inspire you and others. What do you think? Let us know. Or come to Think Big, a whole day event in London, jam-packed with speakers and workshops, all geared towards ideas inspired by story. I look forward to meeting you.